What is Call of Duty even about? Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jeff. So the Season 4 Reloaded update came out. Pod Tunes Mosh Pit. Cell-shaded remix of classic maps. So it's a double XP weekend. Oh, and also it's the 4th of July weekend. Almost forgot. I'm not going outside. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't doing shit. People were setting off fireworks around here, but then completely stopped by 10 p.m. By the time it was midnight, it was already raining a ton. Also, don't worry, I'm gonna be doing that Hollow Knight video soon. So they added 2 new weapons. They got the LC-10 and they have the FFAR. But these were in Cold War, right? Both of them were in Cold War. What happened to the mercenary mode? Isn't there supposed to be a mercenary mode? I mean, I want to play on the new cell-shaded stuff, but... So they have this Beavis and Butthead event going on. I have no idea what Beavis and Butthead is even about. I have no idea. This shit is older than I am. I'm not playing that shit out, dude. Okay, I won't do that mosh pit then. I wanted to play on it, but if they're just gonna make me play into like literal pro matches, I'm not playing it. I don't care. It's crazy how different the matchmaking feels going from World War II just for a couple hours to this. It takes exponentially longer to find the game, which is hilarious considering how many more players are on this versus World War II. It dwarfs it in player count, yet the matchmaking is even faster. That's why I never accept the argument whenever they go and say that skill-based matchmaking existed before. Sure, it did, but you're being disingenuous.
We're losing Alpha. Locking down Charlie.
UAV fuel check.
This is one of the few maps I actually liked on Black Ops 3. What the fuck? Fringe is such a nice map. Are we all supposed to be T-posing, or? I mean, the FFAR feels pretty good, but mathematically, I have no idea how good this thing is overall. I don't know where it fits inside of the meta or anything like that, if there's still just better alternatives. On a couple occasions, this thing lost to SMGs at distance with no bullets missed. It's odd. Yeah, maybe they like weave some headshots in there, but it happened at least twice. No bullets missed, shot at the same time, still lost. Not good signs. I don't really drink and stuff on 4th of July's, and usually I made a habit every single year during 4th of July to just tell people to be careful out there, especially like, you know, with vehicles and shit like that. I got some friends, I know people, I know of some people that could have made better decisions in their lives. So what is overdrive mode? I have so many negative feelings towards Black Ops 3, even though I know it's absolutely one of like, if not the most completed Call of Duty we've ever had. Whenever I look at these maps, I get mad. I don't know why. Oh, okay, this is the mode. Yeah, all right. I figured that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. Go and get bonuses whenever you get kills. So boom, now I got a heal and enemy vision on kills. Now I'm reloading faster and I'm running faster. Woo! Oh no! Oh wait, no! I think that this is one of the better maps from Black Ops 3. There's been some pretty bad ones. The main ones that I remember Fringe, I remember, what is it, Redwood? I remember that one really well. Mostly because of like the unique routes you can run on the outside, but that map kind of loses its magic, you know, if you take away the jetpacks and everything, so that would not be a good map to do on here. You know, surprisingly, for a map that's designed for like jetpacks and wall running and shit, it seems to work pretty well without it. This is a pretty well-received map. I wouldn't call it a bad map. You know, I'm pretty worried about the TTK on the next Call of Duty. I don't really know if I want it to be longer, shorter. How's the sniping and shit? I don't know. Are we gonna have like some weird stupid shit that happens to the sniper rifles again every single year? One year they'll claim that it's like completely broken and necessary to go and nerf it in whichever way that they can. And then the following year they'll be like, nah, it's fine. Go ahead, fuck it. Same studio too. Now they all have their own tendencies for sure, but...
Jeff, you're a straight pussy. Capping your ass off for what? This is a respawn game.
Huh? Every single time one of these weird, like, skin collabs ends up dropping, now this is definitely one of the weirdest ones we've ever got. We've had, like, other characters and things like that, but, like, these are, like, jarringly weird. I mean, I respect the fact that they stayed true to it and didn't try to do, like, some weird half-ass shit. So, for example, what I mean by half-ass, the Attack on Titan skins that we got, for example. I thought that I was literally gonna get, like, Levi and Mikasa, Aaron, Armin, any of them. 3 of them, 2 of them, it doesn't matter. But instead, we got, like, Call of Duty characters dressed up as them them with like haircuts that are similar but not the same. Every time one of these things drops, people always say things like, what happened to the game I loved? What even is Call of Duty? I don't know how many years have to pass for us to like, we already know it doesn't have an identity anymore. We know. Oh, that's a pretty cool effect.
We're losing.
These lobbies are sweaty as shit, man.
Yo, help me get me!
Shut up. Did that motherfucker just slide on his... He swam backwards!
This would be a lot easier if y'all weren't ass. I ain't going for fucking bases. Fuck you.
No one cares about winning, man. Calm down. It's Call of Duty.
I'm not going for no more fucking bases. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't care. You literally don't need to. You know, I was kind of thinking I would like these iron sights. Generally, I like iron sights like this, but I don't know. Something about this gun. I don't know if it's the fire rate or maybe the muzzle flash or something, but I don't like it. Either everybody in this lobby is just playing really aggressively or the spawns are putting them in that location. I can't tell. Now, given it is a face-off map, but still, holy fuck. They just spawned in front of me. Wait till I figure out these spawns. Like, people talk about the Call of Duty identity like it really matters at this point, or like it hasn't already been completely different. It's not that it doesn't have an identity. Completely formless. Pick anything that's popular and put it in the game like 4 or 5 months late, or make weird, questionable collabs that are a little confusing as to why it was even done, but they do it. The identity before, people talk about it. I don't really care about it, but it's a military game, even though it's arcadey. It's still got the way that it's presented is pretty serious. It's been not serious for a long, like many years, man. So where it had its military identity before, now it has a new identity to just be fucking stupid. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, really. It does still have an identity. Its identity is just fucking weird now. That's all. Personally, I really don't give a fuck, though. I mean, the LC-10 and the FFAR, they both feel solid. Like, even though something like this is absolutely ridiculous, it still like stays within the like art style of the game. Then you have these other collabs that like will still stay in the Call of Duty art style, but it's from something of a completely different art style. It's so weird. Like the collab with like Ballerina, John Wick type stuff. Like that makes a lot of sense. That's cool. It fits and everything, and it doesn't look weird in game. But how many of those things do we really have? I just, in my head, if you told me that we would have full-blown cartoon characters running around, I would have asked you how or why. Wow, this looks really fucking bad. I mean, it's cell shaded, but it's more like a filter than anything. I know everything can't be Wind Waker or like Beautiful Joe or some shit, but what the fuck? Why is it so blurry? Also, I feel like my performance is usually better on the regular version of this map. I wonder if the upcoming camo grind is going to be like the same? Is it going to be even easier? Are we all just going to be farming AI in order to do it? Or one thing I will say about this game, BO6, it is a fast-paced game. It ain't Vanguard levels of fast, but it is fast. Gunplay feels good. Easily one of the most content-complete Call of Duties we've gotten, and it still doesn't have the best reputation. Like, just because we ended up having like a good year with like overall content and shit, full-fledged zombies mode, full campaign, fully fleshed out multiplayer with a bunch of different maps and weapons and some pretty unique events, and it still doesn't actually matter, which is kind of scary because that means that they're just gonna say, fuck it, I ain't even gonna try. Probably why they don't listen a lot of the time, because people will ask for shit. The people can be right, but then like when they do it, not really like rewarded for listening. Does that make sense? Like, the reward for them should be having an increased player count. But this game's player count has been only on the downward spiral since the beginning. It had a really good launch. People just got bored of playing Call of Duty and shit, and they realized that there are a lot of other games out there that are fun as fuck. I mean, just look at my channel. I'm just playing whatever I feel like. I don't give a fuck. Sure, I would love to do some new series and stuff like that, and I plan to, because I know people miss that content. I do too. But there needs to be games that, like, fit and make sense for it. It's hard to explain, but, like, so for example, that new Dark Pictures game coming out. Easy to go and do a whole series on that. Makes sense. People will follow it. The parts make complete sense. There's not a lot of downtime in between. There's always something happening. Whereas in other games like, I don't know, like, say if I tried to make a whole series on, like, Expedition or something. There are so many fights in between that, like, there would be just such an absurd amount of, like, editing in between and then showing the cutscenes and stuff. And considering how long the game is, like, you don't want to make, like, 30, 40 parts. I would prefer not to even go over, like, 8 parts for an entire series. Yeah, I mean, this whole cell-shaded thing looks fucking terrible. Anyway, I'm just ranting. Whatever happened to Call of Duty, I think happened a long time ago. This is not new. This shit is cursed, though.